Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman, and this is Skyrim SE Retired Slow Play Part 26. We're going to take up where we left off, and we were headed towards the Mage College because regarding the Elder Scroll. As you can see, I'm just kind of looking around a little bit. I had ran ahead so that we could call our horses without having to run over guards or get caught on the underpasses or whatever. So me and Serena get on a horse and we're ready to go. We are trying to get information about the location of the last Elder Scroll. And we were told to go to the I call it the College of Mages, the Mage College. I think it's actually called the College of Winterhold, but it's the Mage College. And that's where we are getting ready to head. We've got a little bit of journey ahead of us, and that's quite all right. If you're just joining me for the first time, the first episode, you should know that I do not fast travel unless there's a problem. So for instance, if I'm stuck somewhere and I can't get out, or there's a glitch or something like that, I'll fast travel. Or if let's say I've come out of a ruin and it's brought me up into you get one of those shortcuts to go out sometimes when you get the end of a ruin, and it brings you out at the top of some mountain and there's no really good way to get down. I usually can slow walk down, but occasionally I get stuck, and I think there was a recent one where it was just a terrible place to try to get down, and I didn't want to have to slow walk down and go around a complete mountain, or my other option had been to go all the way back through the dungeon again, and I just did that in the vampire castle. So actually I just don't fast travel. Let's just take it at that. So you're going to see me take a lot longer to play than I would be people that are jumping around and going back and around. It kind of takes away my immersion, and that's the reason why I don't fast travel. I find if I start fast traveling quite a bit, then I will stop playing. It usually means I'm too tired. So this is, again, it's not a speed playthrough in any way, shape, or form. I'm immersed in the world. My character has attributes that are like my real life person, and except that she's way cooler, she's skinnier, and she has magic abilities, which is pretty cool. And so I role play myself in the world. So just kind of keep all that in mind. I do have 3 mods installed, and you can read about those in the description of the videos. I have a link to those mods. I also have a Patreon account, and also, while we're kind of rocking along here, I appreciate it if you haven't done so. Please subscribe to my channel. And what this will do for me is help me continue on with what I'm doing, and what it does for you is when I have new uploads of my game videos, you can easily go to them on your YouTube account and go to subscriptions, and there they are. I have this is my first game playthrough ever, and I plan on doing a lot more. I will be organizing them by playlists. So right now, all of the Skyrim uploads that I have are under a playlist called Skyrim. And then when I play other games, I will separate those out. I have found that instead of having this horrible mess of different videos, I've seen some YouTube content providers that it's just an absolute mess. So I will I prefer to be way more OCD organized, and I will have them organized by playlists. So one thing I wanted to mention is that while I'm just talking to you, and I'm an earthly person talking to you about my videos and basically more or less narrating them, when I'm actually playing, this is obviously a voiceover, but when I'm playing, I'm immersed in what I'm doing. I'm in that world. And I have role play rules for myself. Like I mentioned, the no fast travel. I also try to travel during the day and sleep at night if I can. I have other things such as the houses that I have. Currently have two. I have a little house down in Riften that actually belonged to the blacksmith who became my husband, and therefore his house became my house. And then I also am building a house from the Hearthfire DLC. I have the Lakeview Manor that I'm in process of building, and it's taking a while. I don't power through it. I just wait till I have the right items that I need to build a little bit, and then I'll do some building, and then I'll stop by just about every time I am close to the area. I'll stop by my house and see if I have enough stuff to do a little more building. So I will mark those clearly in my descriptions when I stop by the house. If you are interested in building and seeing what it looks like, great, you can watch it, or you can skip past it. I'm trying to mark it really clearly in my chapter markings, so you'll know when you should you can skip by if that's not of interest to you. I have found that the building a home in Skyrim to me is like putting down roots. And right now, I'm just double checking to see if I have things that I need to sell, because I'm getting close to a couple places where I could sell them. So I wanted to see what I had, just to see if I'm going to sell some things. So I like sitting down the roots in the game that I play. Especially this game, it feels like I'm part of the world. I'm not just this interloper that's come in and someone called me Dragonborn, and I'm kind of an alien. When I build the house, then I feel like I'm building my place there. And the other thing is that eventually, right now I just have those two homes. The rest of the time, if I'm going to be staying somewhere overnight, I'll just rent a room. But eventually I will be getting more houses in various locations. But the Lakeview Manor that's my main home, where I will display things. I will display armor, I'll display weapons, and really build it out completely. I do not see myself doing that in late game. I've never gotten that far, for one thing, but I just don't see myself doing that. In real life, I had two homes once, and I hated it, because inevitably, and they were 2,000 miles apart, inevitably something I wanted at the time would be at the other house. And I hated duplicating everything. I hated it. So I'm kind of the same in my game world. It's like I'll have more houses, but I will have a main one. And look there, I've got vampirism. So, and I didn't know it because until I walked in through the gates and someone happened to mention, "Hey, you don't look good. You seem sick." Thankfully, I'm keeping a collection of cure disease potions, and cure disease potions, I'm showing you here that it took away that effect that I had. It cures the vampirism immediately. So I'm really grateful for that. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Daggerfall, you had this terrible quest. I don't know, maybe you could. I never wanted to play a vampire in any of the Elder Scroll games, or any game for that matter. It's not my thing. And it's so easy to take care of here in Skyrim, as long as you have a cure disease potions, and I will make sure that I have them on me. Just stopping by here and double checking and saying, what do I got that I can sell? And I also am starting to buy iron ingots and iron ore sometimes, because I need it for my house. I was able to build the actual structure of the house, the add-ons themselves, not the inside, but everything outside, the floors, the walls, ceilings, roofs, the doors, everything. I had enough iron saved up to do that with no cost to me, except for purchasing the land, which was like 5,000 or something. So I was pretty proud of that I had saved up that much. And then after that, it's just, I need so much more, and I'm so busy with other things. It's not a focus to stop every single time I see something or I see a iron mining area on the way. I just hate, I did that in the beginning, but in theory now I can just go ahead and pick up the iron ingots from whoever. Also, my blacksmith husband has them for sale, and I can pick it up from him. So I'll be doing that more and more, just to keep things going along a little bit faster pace. But I was really proud that I didn't have to do that initially. That when I started building out the additions, I had plenty on me to do that. And I had found this secret little place here to be able to sell things. It's more of a general store, and general stores typically will buy a more wider range of things. So weapons, apparel, potions, scroll. I mean, there's all kinds of things that they buy from you here, as opposed to a blacksmith that really won't buy as much. There you saw that. I clicked on a certain thing on the list. You see it highlight, and half the time it goes off, and I don't know why. I don't know if I'm clicking in the wrong place, but that's a frustration I've had for 11 years, where if I click something that's highlighted and it goes off of that, there's that wonderful emerald, 247. You see that it goes off of whatever I've clicked on, and it's just annoying as can possibly be. I don't know why it does that, but it's been annoying me for 11 years so far. I have a feeling it will keep on annoying me. I'm just looking here to see if I have anything else that I want to sell. I have a lot of extra stuff on me, and a scroll of harmony. I'm not going to I'd never use scrolls, because they're a one-time hit, and then you got to reload yourself, and I don't know, I probably should, but I'd rather sell them, especially because most of them are worth 500, but of course you can't. I think I'm getting half of that or so, which is still, I mean, that's $250 for a single scroll that weighs almost nothing. So that's why I love it when I find scrolls in the ruins. It's like, oh wow, that's just awesome. You know, gems also 0.1 for a gem. So I typically pick up gems along the way if I have room for them. And I love that Serena knows a little bit about these towns that we're in. So she has some info. She's stuck under the sign. Oh my goodness. So I'm double checking here and making sure that I don't have any additional quests in this town. I do try as much as I can to keep this quest log down as much as possible. It's really hard to do once you get going, especially the way I play, where I gather as many quests as I can in a particular location, and then I try to as I go to the different towns along the way and collect quests. Then as I'm completing them, I'm trying to do it in a central location on the map. So for instance, when I get a ton of quests in the Markarth area, I will finally make my way up there to start working on those quests. Because when you don't fast travel, then you have to be very efficient with your questing and your time. So that's why I ended up looking to see, do I have any quests here on my log that I need to finish up in this area? I currently don't. There are more quests in this town, and I'll come back to them eventually. But right now I was kind of focused on getting this other Elder Scroll that we need to get. And it's been a while since we've been up to the College of Mages, so I thought, well, maybe it's time for us to go up there and see what we're supposed to do and all that. The way I get to the Winterhold and the College of Mages is to come down past Whiterun, down to the water, and then you can swim. In my case, my horse will swim across to the other side, and then it's kind of a direct shot up this side of it. It's a mountain, but it's not horribly steep. And you see how my compass marker has it marked on there? To me, that's just kind of the fastest way, and it's how I usually go. And instead of, I'm sure there's roads that I could have followed, but I find it's just as well to go up this way, and you always can come across something. There's usually creatures or conjurers, or there's sometimes wolves or whatever. I was looking back to make sure Serena was following me, and she was. So, it's a more direct route. It's faster. I mean, it's already a long ways up here anyway, so I don't mind kind of cutting up this shortcut way. And, that's just the way that I've gone pretty much ever since I started playing Skyrim. I've come up this way. And, there's wolves, as you just saw. There's usually, don't get stuck behind a tree and a rock in a hard place. Oh no. So I know I've got wolves on my tail. I usually just ignore them. I used to stop and hit and get them because of their pelts, but at this point, it's not worth it to do that. They used to be worth 10 gold and you would get 2. It's like, uh-oh, saber-tooth tigers. Maybe I should come up here and hop off and get them. That was what I decided. My horse will run away. Saber cat. I call them saber-tooth tigers, but they're saber cats. Serena, when she jumps off her horse in a fight, her horse explodes. Unfortunately, there were no tigers in the area at the time. But if I had left them down there, it would have exploded all over them. And she looks like she got hurt. I don't know what happened there. I have necromantic healing, so I can heal her. It didn't tell me how low her health was. I don't know what level. I was not trying to heal a saber cat. I don't know what level that spell is, but it certainly takes my magic. Look at that. Poof, gone. And I don't know how much she's been healed. I thought, what the heck, while I was waiting for my magery to come back up, we'll just go ahead and grab some more. I just told you I wouldn't do that very often, but I was waiting for my magic to come back. And as you saw, I got some amethyst from it. So, it was worth the stop. I love it that she's watching me. Serena is so cute. Oh, my horse. Goodness sakes. Buddy. I didn't want to glitch him out. I've had it where I've seen him do that before, and when I've tried to hop on, they glitch out. So to avoid that, I just used my horn to call my horse. That's part of the Convenient Horses mod, where I can get a horn and I can call my horse from anywhere in the world and he just magically appears. So I love that feature. It's one of the many reasons why I went against my no mod rule, which I have for pretty much all games I've ever played in my entire life. I've made very few exceptions. That was the first exception I ever made. A thief? Really? What do you mean I never should have come here? Wait for that horse to explode and we can have a talk about that. It's like, is he attacking us? There. I wasn't sure. I saw the thief and I guess I ran past him really quickly. No. I like to try to either persuade them because that helps my skill. My speechcraft skill, I think it is. And it usually doesn't work, so I'm gonna kill him anyway. But you know, I was giving him a chance. Dude, you could run away. And I'd forgotten to change my spells. I can't really. I didn't want to heal him. Poof! My destruction is up to 51, which is great. He had amethyst on him, so that's good. So we're starting to see the Daedric armor and the Elven armor now, because our level is getting higher. And I was just kind of looking. I also was looking at the beautiful sky. Isn't that gorgeous? And so we're getting close to the town, but I wanted to call my horse anyway. I wanted to make sure that I get my horse down here safe and sound. I'm pretty sure that if I left him here and something came by, wolves or whatever, it would run away, which is what I've told it to do in battle. But I don't know if battles happen when I'm not there. It's like if a tree falls in the wood, does anyone hear it? I don't know what happens if there is a battle when I'm not there. I have no idea. Interesting thought popped into my head one day, and I thought, I'm going to mention that. And if any of you know the answer to that question, please make a comment below. I appreciate your comments. It's just nice chatting with my subscribers sometimes. So it's getting to be close to the evening time, but it doesn't really matter since we're going to be inside pretty much here real soon. We have another place we can sell things. I guess there was something on our tail and that guard went after it. Must have been a wolf. Also, I wanted to mention for my new viewers that if you, as much as I possibly can, I will gallop my horse until my stamina runs out, and that just makes it faster to get around. And I love these random people that just ride their horses around. I know they have schedules. I don't know who they are. I was like, okay, I want to run by you real quick if you don't mind. Sometimes they talk to you. See, she just looked like she was turning around, or he. I don't know who that was. I think they were yelling about the wolves. Don't know. I don't know. I don't have time to stop and ask or do anything about it. I need to get down here and get on about the business of this Elder Scroll. Which is something that we're needing for the Dawnguard quest line, which is the group that's against the vampires. And I'll stop here when I can at the Berna's Oddments. She does buy just about everything too. And I wanted to see if there's anything else I can sell.
I do what's necessary.
And she's got what? Yeah, 758 gold I think is what her normal is, pretty much. So I thought I'd double check it and see if there was anything. I have some elven armor I picked up. It's a light armor. I don't see myself ever wearing it. I don't like the look of it. But, you know, thought, what the heck? Let's check and see. She buys scrolls, so I have 3 scrolls. So that's cool. We can sell those. Look at that one. 206 for that. 206 for that. That's probably a 500 scroll, so we're getting about 50%, which is, you know, not the best, but it's not horrible. It's better than it was. So, again, I'm just kind of whittling her down here. It looks like I left her with 3 gold.
Good day.
And she'll reset at some point. Serena, where the heck have you been? I don't know what she was doing. I mean, she must have been upstairs. It's like, what are you doing, girl? She's my pal. She's my companion. So we're going to run up here to the College of Mages real quick. And find out what's going on with this last Elder Scroll that we need. This is where we were sent. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Serena mentions it when we were told to come up here. When you talk to Serena, she mentions that there may be someone at the College of Mages may have some information about this other Elder Scroll that we need. And you can see it's sending us into the Archmage quarters. And I think I get turned around a little bit in here because I don't remember if I'm supposed to go up or I'm supposed to go down. I do not like the design of this mage college, because it's like you come upstairs, you could also go further upstairs, and sometimes you need to, sometimes you don't need to. No, my pointer didn't show that way, so which way do I go? Oh, it's very confusing if you don't have it memorized. This takes me to the Arcanum. And that was where I was supposed to go. So when I came in, I was supposed to have gone down, and I had gone up. The Arcanum is kind of the college's library. And we need to talk to our buddy. And always, I like to save before a conversation like this in case there's multiple options here. And we were just told to come here. And we're supposed to talk to our buddy Urag Groshub. We've dealt with Urag before. There we go. I didn't see it at first.
What do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking
Well,
about?
yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But I'll be nice.
You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you
Okay,
see
now
it?
we're being rude. Why do you have to be
Kept
rude?
under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on
I'm
it.
just moving my cursor around so I could see him better. Serena had bumped into me.
I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring
He's kind of a
everything we
grouchy
have
old
on
guy,
it,
isn't
but
he?
it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
And I really don't want to talk to him. If you ask him
Until
about any
next
more
time.
college business, he sends you on quests. I think I already have a quest in my log from him, which I got by accident. So when I'm watching him, he's just going to pull out the books that we need, and he's going to throw them up on the counter here. Here we
you
go.
Try not to spill
Don't spill anything on him. Okay, fine. Revelations on the Elder Scrolls. And this starts discerning the transmundane. And it's kind of a real, if you read through this, it is kind of insane. And so, and I think we'd already read the effects of the Elder Scrolls, and we don't get anything from it. It may tell us about the moth priest and the effects, because they read those scrolls. They can read an Elder Scroll. So we're supposed to talk to him.
All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you. As a matter of
And
fact,
see, I accidentally got a quest from him. I did not mean to do that. I was trying to click on the question that was underneath it, and I don't understand why my mouse clicked on that. I'm very bummed because I didn't want.
He's the world's master.
I didn't want that. But anyway, let's see. He's telling us
for a long while.
someone had it. It's been gone for a long time.
Somewhere up north
in the ice fields.
He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago.
If that's where he went and he hadn't come back, maybe that's where he's at.
Heard from him since.
You think? So now we completed the scroll scouting, and we need to find Septimus Signus is his name. And he is actually north of the Mage College, up in the ice fields, and that's what we were told. He's up in the north and up in the ice fields. And
that would be nice.
Some of these guys have further quests, and I didn't want to ask. I don't want to get any more mage quests. These are radiant quests that you can do after becoming the archmage. And I'm already the archmage, and I didn't want to do any more of the radiant quests. I don't know how many they are. I've never really done a whole lot of them. I've just been told there are a lot of them. So, I don't know, eventually maybe you would run out. I don't know. Do you guys know? Why don't you let me know if that's the case? I came in here, I wanted to double check this beautiful garden that has all kinds of ingredients. I thought it had a groaning nirnroot in here somewhere. That's what I was looking for. So I'm admitting to my nirnroot obsession and addiction. I thought there was maybe one in here. But I don't see one in the garden. But these, I'm pretty sure that when you harvest these ingredients, they grow back. Although I'm pretty sure if it had a nirnroot, it wouldn't grow back. I thought I might try to disenchant a couple things. So I was like, okay, what have I got here? I know I have the steel dagger of binding. I'm not sure if I'm going to disenchant that or not. I also see that it's trying to disenchant things that I'm wearing. And I wanted to be very careful that I didn't disenchant something that I would regret. So I think it would make better sense for me when if I decide to work on enchanting, to take off the items that I'm getting ready to that I'm wearing, so I don't accidentally disenchant something that I didn't mean to. You see, Serana had just sat down there. She just kind of, when I'm doing something, she will wander around or sit down, or she'll do some kind of menial task. She's just the most interesting follower. So I find out it's 10 o'clock at night, so I want to sleep until it's dawn. And so I'm like counting on my fingers. Okay, how far do I want to go? Again, I like, between 7 and 8 o'clock in the morning is when I like to take off on my next day's journey. There are occasions I do travel at night, and that's typically because whatever, I've come out of a ruin in the middle of the night. I'm not going to just do a wait or something. It doesn't make sense. But I will go ahead and travel at night in those particular occasions. But it's morning, and it's time for us to go on our way. And just in case I didn't mention it, that is another place that I can sleep because I am the Archmage. And, I'm the Archmage of the college. And so that became my home. Once the Archmage have gotten killed, they made me the Archmage. So I can come here, and everything in that room is mine. I can sleep here anytime I want. And it's my place. So that is a place I can come when I'm in this part of the country.
Rules about books still stand.
He's so grouchy. Archmage or not, I have the same rules about the books. By the way, I kind of got lost again. It's like, okay, I'm trying to get out of here. Where do I need to go? And I was so frustrated because I have to go up the stairs, down the stairs. Where the heck? So, you can see I'm annoyed. And there's my marker finally telling me I went the wrong way. frustrating. And it's across the other side. The other tower upstairs. So we are back into the Hall of Elements.
Restoration is a perfectly
I probably
valid
should have
goal,
talked to
Brett.
Colette and see if
Don't
she had
let
any
anyone tell
spells
you
she could
otherwise.
sell me. There she started. I go, wait, I want to talk to you.
consider
And she went through the door. I wondered if she had any restoration spells that I needed to get. Most of the time, I only use my healing spells after a fight, not during. And so I don't know if there's any point to using a spell that takes more magery when I could just repeat the same one over and over again of a lower level, since I don't use that during battle. I use that after the battle and the danger has passed. So I'm not sure. I just wanted to see what she had. But since she went through the door, I didn't feel like chasing her through the door. Oh, my horsey. Buddy, I don't want you to follow me along here. My first horsey ever fell off of the ledge up there at the College of Mages, and it's like, oh my gosh. What I probably should have done is, if I had come down that ramp from the Mage College, if you take an immediate left, there's a pathway down to the ice fields. Come on, horsey. See, right there? Instead of going any other direction, I could come down here. And this takes you all the way down to the water. So I just come down a little ways just to get out of the way in case Serena and my horse had gotten mixed up together there. And we're going to go ahead in the direction to find that guy that supposedly knows something about the other Elder Scroll. So we'll just come on down here and kind of go safer so we don't fall off the side of the mountain. But it kind of looks like there's a little path here so you can kind of find your way. Otherwise you're going just straight down the side of the mountain, which can be dangerous. You can fall sometimes. And you can see here it kind of levels out and that gets you down onto the flat area. So I'm looking here going, okay, what direction am I supposed to go in from here? And wolves. It's like, oh, Serena, do something about these wolves. And I was just kind of getting my bearings. And I was just kind of watching her to make sure that I hadn't noticed how quickly she's taking care of them. That one got hurt enough to run off, so she's got a flaming sword. I don't know what that thing is. Oh, that was that sword that I gave her that Mama Greymane gave us. That was the sword that she gave us. So that was a nice sword, and Serena's choosing to use it, so that's a good thing. So I'm more or less going just right in the direction of where my compass marker is. And I know I needed to go around some of this area. You can get stuck on these ice blocks sometimes, so I'm kind of being careful there. I'd rather be up above and right on the little bit of the land along the edges if I can. But you can see this is a complete ice field. It will dump me off into the water for a little bit, but that's no problem. I'm not playing on survival mode. It's my understanding that if you're in the water on survival mode, it does cause you damage. So something to keep in mind. I'm just riding right along here. Hopefully Serena's behind me. I've had a follower before that I think it was Mercurio. One time I looked back and he was way back lost somewhere and I was standing around waiting for him. I just lost patience and whatever I was doing, it went in one of these caves or something I was supposed to go in. It's like, I guess you'll catch up with me later. But you don't want to lose them. You don't want to leave them too much, because if they lost too much, if they get lost too long, then they go back to wherever you got them from. So I don't know where Serena would go. I have no idea where she would end up. Here I got stuck in the ice, as you can see, trying to get unstuck. Whew. And I'm finally arrived at the location, the Septimus Signus outpost. And it's like, look around here and see if she's with us. And there she is. She's coming. Slowly but surely. And good chance to save anyways. As you can see, I'm doing new saves. And then what I end up doing is, I have thousands of them. I've started over, 6, 7 times. I have thousands of them, so
I'm okay with the dark.
I go into my save file sometimes, and what I'll do is I'll delete like half of them, and then I'll go back in, you know, however long later, and delete half of them again, just to keep that number down. I try to keep some of my old ones, though. She fell off the side and then went up. So here's this guy Septimus that we're supposed to talk to. Have a little chat.
Dig, dweller in the beyond. I'll know your Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them.
Okay, buddy.
So they think. The ones they saw. The ones they thought they saw. I know of one.
Sequestered, huh?
Sequestered. But I cannot go to it. Not poor Septimus.
Have
for
arisen
I
beyond its grasp.
have arisen beyond
What the
its
heck are you
grasp.
talking about? Are you alright? Yeah, I'm curious. Are you alright?
Well, here as in this plane.
Oh, goodness.
Tamriel, nearby.
Septimus,
Relatively speaking,
you sound like a Looney Tunes.
on the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby.
Everything's nearby. Oh, dear.
One block
I wouldn't
lifts
want to
the
threaten
other.
him. That wouldn't be nice.
Septimus will
Some
give
crazy
what
old
you
guy.
want, but you must bring him something in return.
Okay, he'll barter. What do you want?
You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is
Oh my
but an
goodness.
idiot
He thinks the
child
Dwemer are
compared to the
brilliant. I don't know about that, but
Lucky
I
them
find
they
their
left behind
ruins to
their
be
own way
annoying,
of
but
reading
I guess they
the
are
Elder
kind of
Scrolls.
technologically brilliant.
One yet lies.
She's telling us to go to Blackreach.
Have you heard of Blackreach? Cast upon where Drimmer city slept, the yearning spire, hidden learnings kept. Under deep,
Below the dark, the hidden keep, tower, Mazark. Is he trying to rhyme?
The point
Seriously?
Of puncture, a first entry of the tapping. Delve to its limits.
Okay,
and
dokie.
Blackreach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the
Okay, hidden key to loose the lock. Jump beneath the deathly rock.
Deathly rock.
Okay. Just tell me, how do I get
Two
in?
things I have for you. Two shapes,
Okay.
one edged, one round.
I don't like talking to crazy people.
Round one for two.
This one was just annoying. I mean, the crazy mage in Riften, she's okay. Yeah, alchemists think. She's okay. She's kind of funny. He's just annoying for
The
me.
edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mazak
and its sky dome.
The
The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Alright.
Trust Septimus.
He knows you can know. Talking in third person.
The deepest
Okay,
doors
he
of
gave us a couple
Dwemer
things he said we would need
foreseen.
to get into the
Plays
Blackreach.
the attitude of notes proper for
And he continues
opening.
his ramblings,
Not hear it. Too low for
making me crazy.
to glimpse the world inside an
I'm
elder's
just trying to get
soul.
more information from him, but you know, he is talking
Or
in
the
circles.
mind, as it has to Septimus. The Dwemer found a loophole, as they always do, to focus the knowledge away and
Okay.
inside without harm. Place the lexicon into
Place the
their
lexicon in their contraction and focus the knowings into it. When it brings with glow, bring it back to Septimus can read it once more.
And Septimus
Okay.
can read once more. You look to your left. You see one way.
Okay,
You
oh
look
my
to your
goodness.
right.
This is a painful
Neither is any
conversation.
harder than the opposite. But the Elder Scrolls, they look left and right in the stream of time.
I guess what he's saying, it
Future
makes
and
sense
past as one.
about our poor
Sometimes they
moth
even-
priest.
What do they see then? What
And
do
then the
they
madness
dive in?
begins. Oh goodness.
Then the madness begins.
What do you want with the Elder Scroll?
An observant one. How clever to ask of Septimus. This Dwemer lockbox. Look upon it.
Okay, the Dwemer lockbox. Inside is the heart of the god, the heart of you and me. Oh, jeez Louise. Hopefully he's not sending us on a wild goose chase,
But it was hidden
because he's
away.
crazy.
Not by the dwarves, you see. They were already gone. Someone else, unseen, unknown, found the heart, and with a flair for the ironical, used dwarven
Okay, the
trickery to lock
Dwemer
away.
locked away the Elder Scroll. The scroll will give the deep vision needed to open it.
For not even the strongest machinations of the Dwemer can hold off the all.
Okay, so it sounds like what he's basically telling us is that he wants us to go. He doesn't care about the scroll. He wants to use the machine, and just something about this lexicon he gave us. So we need to take a lexicon and have it transcribed, and that the Elder Scroll supposedly can transcribe it. And it looks like we are not too far from where we're supposed to go. The ruins are Alftand, and that's where we're supposed to go. So it's nearby. It makes sense to go there, right there, because we're that close. And I was kind of looking around saying, is there anything in here that can help us? I don't think there's any books. There's really not much here at all. And that's okay.
Big Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost
I know
unknown.
your lost unknown
Rise
and
to
rise to
your
your death. What? Can we just go in there? No. Okay. So it makes sense to me that we should go there because we're nearby. And when you don't fast travel, you kind of have to optimize your time. And we're nearby. And this is such a major plot point for the Dawn Guard. It kind of made sense. Like, where exactly is it? And I'm looking here, and it's not too far away. If you notice, there's that Sarthal. We actually go right past Sarthal, which we had been to before. If I was a fast traveler, then I would be, doing fast traveling to go there. I'm not. I'm just making note of it in my head that it's close to that first ruin that we had gone into with the Mage Guild. It was like one of our very first things that we did. So we're just going to head that direction of our compass. Hopefully we won't get lost along the way. We shouldn't. I mean, it's right, kind of right there. Try not to get locked up in the ice. I was kind of trying to refresh my memory on the fastest way. Looks like following along that northern shoreline would probably be the best way to go. We don't drown ourselves here. Now I need to stay away from those horkers. I don't see any right now, but they're nasty little things. I appreciate a viewer telling me what those were called, because I've forgotten. And one of my earlier episodes, I mentioned I couldn't remember what it was called, and someone reminded me. So I do appreciate that when I ask questions like that, when you guys help me out. I mean, I probably knew a decade ago. For new viewers, I have some short-term memory loss, and it's manageable. It's not a big deal, but I do forget things sometimes. So occasionally I'll repeat myself, so I ask your forgiveness on that. And occasionally I will tell you things that I've told you many times in previous episodes. Sometimes that's on purpose, and other times it's just because I didn't remember telling you before. So you'll have to forgive me. Just remember, this is a retired slow play, and I am retired and I am older. It's like, do I want to get off here and wait for... Yep, I sure do. Corundum ore is used for making corundum ingots, which is used for making locks for our house. And we need lots and lots of locks, not only for each door that we make, but any chest or anything that has a lock on it. So we're going to need a lot of that kind of ore and ingots. And I figured, oh, there she is. Hello, girl. So I figured while we were waiting on Serena, we would go ahead and grab that ore while we were waiting on her. So that's why I stopped. So it's like, okay, let's look here. I'm getting close to where we need to cut south. I think, anyway. I think it's the same path for Sarthal. That if we come up past Sarthal, we should be able to pick up a road or a path or something. So that's what I was thinking when I was looking at that. And so hopefully my thinking is solid. Oh, run past the Horkers. Don't want to get into a fight with those big fat things. And they were all along here. It's like, nah, get away from me. You mean nasty things? You mean blubbery nasty things? Ugh. And it looks like it's just about time for us to cut down south. So I'm kind of looking along at the various, what looks like pathways here, so that I can cut into the right place and not end up lost. And up ahead, I see, I think, yeah, I saw a snowy saber cat, and I thought I might as well go ahead and kill it. And where the heck did it go? There it went. I thought we might as well go ahead and kill it because it would chase us down anyway. It was a real narrow passageway right there. And so we'll go ahead and grab that. We might need it. Some of the creature pelts and things can be used in your house to make trophies. So if I decided I wanted a snowy saber cat, it's going to require a pelt and teeth or eyes or something. I don't know. So I'll kill those sometimes. And here I'm kind of looking, saying which way around this rock, and not 100% sure. The mod that I have is better. Oh, I started to tell you and I forgot what it was called. Hang on a minute, I'll tell ya. It's called a quality world map is what I'm using, and it's really, really a good mod. It's the third mod I've ever used on Skyrim, and I'm really grateful I decided to get it. You can see the roads much better. However, it sometimes doesn't have some of the really super faint roadways, and so or pathways, excuse me. And it certainly doesn't have some of the shortcuts that you find occasionally, but I mean, it's really a very good mod, very well done, but you can't always see where you're supposed to go. Now I'm thinking, all right, where am I supposed to go? Look like I'm supposed to go left, but it looks like I can't go left. So it's like, oh my gosh, are we going to get lost here already? I don't want to get lost. This was a very confusing place to get to. See, it looks like, if you look at it, my cursor's saying it's right here, but it's not right here. It's like, I'm right there on top of it, and I could not see, I came the wrong way, but I didn't know I came the wrong way. Even through the cracks, you can see the walkway to get into it. It even says I discovered it, because I'm basically on top of it. So it's like, okay, I think we need to come down and go around, because all of this is actually part of it, but it was confusing. And poor Serena's being chased by a wolf, and so it's like, I'm sorry. My poor horse is trying to run away. Try not to kill my horse, please. I don't know if her explosions would hurt my horse. I don't think they hurt me. I used to think they did. So what I'm trying to do here is like, okay, let's see if we can look exactly where the entrance is to this thing. And you can see I'm not there. It looks like it's over that hill. That was some kind of an exit, but I wasn't sure. Like I said, this was a confusing place because I went the wrong way. I mean, this is the ruin right here. But that's not the way I need to go in. That's not the door that is marked on my compass. So I was kind of looking around here like, how do I get around to the side that I need to be? I have no clue. Oh, my poor horse. Bless you, sweetheart. He's climbing up the mountain trying to get to me. Please don't fall down the mountain and die. And you can see that where I need to be is right above me. But this is obviously not the right way. Look right there. It's like, oh my gosh. I hope my horse, yeah, don't get hurt trying to follow after me. I'm an idiot. And I thought, well, maybe we should come down and go around the mountain to the other side. Maybe that's where the doorway is. That's what I was thinking as I'm running along here. Thinking, okay, and I'm running because I didn't want to get on my horse and ride it. I thought maybe I'll just get close and then I'll use my horn and call the horse. I thought, well, maybe I have to run up the side of a mountain. And I didn't, and sometimes Serena won't follow me when I'm doing this. You know, this is not a pathway. I'm literally climbing up the side of a mountain. So I thought, okay, we'll just do this real quick, and then we'll get where we need to be, and then of course, Ice Wraith. I hate these things. Okay, get on with it. I'm busy. And this is an opportunity to heal up a little bit. Improves our skill. Get my firebolt and lightning bolt handy. That's the two I choose to use. I know what I'm trying to say, and I'm thinking, okay, it looks like it's further up ahead. I can wander around here and get there, and then we'll be able to get Serena and my horse back. In theory. I mean, look down in there. I mean, this is a big old ruin. There comes Serena following after me, bless her heart. I probably could have gone in that other door, but then my cursor would have been shown about to go out that door anyway. Oh, my poor horse. Look at that poor thing. Hopefully he won't get killed. It's like, okay, I'm getting closer to where I need to be. I thought maybe I better grab him so he doesn't fall off of the side of the hill. Sometimes if I'm trying to mountain climb, I can do it better with my horse because I seem to be able to get over the mountain a little bit better. And suddenly, up over the hill, I see it looks like ruins. Got wolves off in the distance there, chasing something. So this was fascinating. It's like most of this ruin is buried under ice and snow. I thought, well, this is kind of interesting. Looks like my entrance is still over that way. Try not to fall off the mountain to get to it. I'm just trying to get it to show up on my map. And I thought, you know what? Let's stop off here and see what we can find here in this little abandoned camp. Look at a bunch of dead people. That's kind of sad. Then there's a chest in here. Anything good? There's a book about an expedition. Nothing really interesting. It's a locked adept. We've got 66 lockpicks. We should be able to get this. Our skills raising, it's almost a 36. Come on. Ta-da. Only used a couple. And look at that. That's a nice little chest. 250 gold circlet, which we could use for if we decide to do enchanting. That was a nice little hidden chest right there. So it's like, okay, where is the entrance to this place? And then I see a walkway. Like, okay, this has to get to the front door. It must. First, I didn't see that it went on down, but it does. It circles on down and down and down and down. So this has to be to the front door of this place. And sure enough, it took me into a cave-like place. No idea what's in here. No idea what we're going to come across. No idea what creatures. And it's kind of a dismal dwarven metal ingots. I thought, well, just in case. I don't think we need them for our house, but I grabbed them anyway, just in case. This place looks like it's been ransacked. It's a mess. But there's a chest. Yeah, 51 gold. That's nothing to sneeze at, so that was awesome. So it's always worth looking to chests. I get very excited. Chests are like Christmas presents. You never know what you're going to get. It's all wrapped up. It could be a whole lot of nothing, or it could be some really good stuff. You can see it's pretty dark in here. I probably should have used my candlelight in here. Lots of blood. Ew, that's not very good. It's never good when you see lots of blood. Jadar and Jazar? Are they fighting? What the heck? Like, I don't know where these people are, or what they're doing, or what they're fighting about. And if it involves me. Dwarven spiders. Oh, yuck. We hate those things. Skyrim dungeons and things are pretty well organized. You don't often get lost in them. They've got a lot of nooks and crannies, but generally the way that you need to go is fairly clear. So it's like, okay, pick up the soul gem. And you gotta really look in here, because they have these little chests that are kind of stuck along the sides, and they've got good stuff. Leather boots of waning fire, and look at that, increased fire resistance by 30. So those are nice boots. I thought, let's check those. I've got increased shock resistance by 40%. 30% fire resistance. Yeah, decide to wear them. Why not? I suppose it depends on what's attacking you. This place is nasty looking. There's blood everywhere. Anytime you get in an icy place that's got a lot of blood, it could be one of two things. It could be trolls. It could be vampires. Neither of which are cool. Ugh, spider got in behind me. Didn't see that.
Ran off.
Take that ore. Thank you very much. This seems to be this is in real bad shape. Usually these dwarven ruins are in better shape, but this one has been just destroyed. I don't know if it's the ice. Oh, another spider. Oh, I hate you. Ooh. Nothing out of it. Don't hurt me in Serena for nothing. As I was saying, it looks like this one has been just really trashed by the ice, and the glacier has just destroyed it. At least this part of it. So, oh, geez, these things sneak up behind me. Not cool. But I will take the ore and the soul gems. Thank you. But look at this. This is, I've never seen a dwarven ruin like this. Who are these guys? Are they friendly?
Who's there?
No, they're not. It's like I put my hands down, because they don't like it when, the humanoids don't like it when you come after them with your hands up. And where the heck is he going? And why? And then I realized she resurrected him. Ugh. I didn't even know. I didn't even notice it that she resurrected him. The other one's dead too. So apparently, I don't know who these guys are. I'm not sure what this was about. I don't know what they were fighting about. I don't know if they were friendly. I had no idea who these guys are. I don't know if there's a story, there's a quest there. I had no idea. I was kind of baffled by what just happened. And hated that she resurrected him. Made it even worse. I'm looking back here for chests or anything. Trying to make sure we don't miss anything. Coin purse, 14. We'll take it. Now we're getting into part of the ruin that's not quite as bad a shape. The walls are not torn apart as bad. Obviously it's very old, but it's not, it's not completely iced in. Those things on the side of the wall, you always got to be careful because those dwarven spears are in them. Spear, I'm not saying it right. And they come out of the walls when you get close to them. I'm playing on very easy level, but if I was playing on a harder level, then 2 of those would have popped out at once. So, yuck. They're hard, they do a lot of damage, they just knock the heck out of you. And they're hard to kill. I'm following my right hand. I'm going right into a fireplace. That was great. Must have stepped on something that made it turn on, made me catch on fire. It's an old dungeon crawling trick to follow your right hand. Then I thought, this doesn't seem right. I don't know. Oh, and then she finally died, so I wanted to check and see. He had a lockpick, so that was worth it. I wasn't sure if I was going the right direction or not. Sometimes following your right hand will accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish, which is get to my pointer. But sometimes, you can miss a lot of stuff. So it's like, do I go back and try to find what it is I'm looking for, or do I continue to follow my right hand when I think I needed to be straight ahead? So I really wasn't sure here, just kind of trying to find the best way to get where I needed to go. And I knew that wasn't it, so I'll come back this way. I'm trying not to get killed on the way there. And I should begin using my candlelight. Oh, something's after me. The spider guy popped out of the wall. Just take care of that right away. Oh, I thought it was dead. I think we had 2 that attacked us. At least. Poor Serena, honey, are you hurt? Poor little thing. Anytime she's been over like that, she's hurt, and you can tell her health was down to almost nothing. So, again, I don't know if she's essential, if she stays essential. I would assume that she would have to, because at least following through to the end of the Dawnguard quest line. We need her in a lot of the scenes, and she's talking to her father and talking to her mother and whatever else. So, I don't know. I don't know if she's essential or not. This was a novice lock, so it should be pretty easy to get open. Should. Come on, don't break it. There we go. 1 lockpick, didn't even break it. Alrighty, this has got some goodies, looks like. Oh, we got an adept chest. I probably should have saved, but that's okay. We're doing okay on lockpicks. There we go. What do we get? Oh, 3 lockpicks. Awesome. And some bracers. And I got a level up. Another chest to lockpick. Goodness sakes. That was a lockpick for the door and 2 chests inside that require lockpicks. We're still doing okay because we're still coming out ahead, so we're doing good. Ooh, a necklace of works $13.29. Are you kidding me? That is an awesome necklace. Look at that little place in here. That's a crap in here, but we don't need all that. My gosh, that was a good little nook right there. It's like it was worth the side trip to find it. So I'm still not sure where we need to go, where our pointer is pointing us. But I will take the iron and gold ore that we found just laying there. Oh, and I thought there's a door. Let's go see what's in here. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's a left and a right, and there's a chest. Oh, right there is a spider. I hold my hands like, oh, you can die, you can die. Thanks. Done and done. And malachite ore and a common soul gem. So we'll take it. And there's a chest right here. And there's like there's a button. I wasn't sure what happens if we stood on it. So you know what? Before we do that, look at this nice chest. And this is a good one. It didn't even have a lock on it. I was like, yes. And then it's like, okay, what happens if I stand on it? What's going to follow me? What's going to hit me? I couldn't see anything. I stood on it and I got hurt. I still don't know what it was. Like, what shot at me and from where? This is a pretty big place, and we're not even to the main part where we need to be. I mean, this is huge. We still got to figure out how to get in that doorway. I have a feeling we're going to have to wander around a little bit first. Oh, spider. Spider alert. Oh, something exploded. And it looks like there's really not much here. Oh my gosh, what? I don't know what was there must have been a trap there of some kind. And I don't know what triggered it. I don't see what triggered it. I'm thinking maybe we should just get the heck out of here. Let's get out of here while we still can, girl. Gracious sakes. I'm just not sure. I don't want to get off track too much. These just look like side places. But again, some of these side places are so worth it. They've got great stuff, you know. Plentiful healing potion. That was, you know, that was a good thing to have. Seems like we need that, you know. Don't know why. I'm not that, you know, playing on easy. It shouldn't be happening, but I'm, you know, seem to be having trouble. But that's okay. We're gonna figure this out. And look left and look right. Left is nothing. Right is a door. And it's a locked door. So in theory, there just should be a, you know, it would just be a chest or something in here, or any kind of loot. And I'm gonna pick it up. Uh-oh, a dwarven spear. Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know what she's doing to it or what spell she's using. Thank you, dear. Again, I had my spell loaded and I had nothing on it, of course. I had my spell loaded, and so I just shoot it at the ceiling. And there's a chest in here. Oh, look at that. Almost 1,000 value armor. It's heavy, but I'm not going to wear it. And a 500 and a 300 item. So that was really a good side place to check. I hope Serena's doing okay. She's kind of taking the brunt of some of these hits. I don't know if we should change her armor or what.
If you think it'll help.
So that's one thing I'm looking for. I'm thinking, oh, I thought, yeah, I've got a ring of minor health, increase her health points by 20. And so hopefully she'll wear it. We'll have to check next time that we trade something with her. It'll tell us what she's wearing. Thinking, right now we're still alive. Maybe we should save. That was probably a good thing to do in the present time. Man, you're going the wrong way. Turn around. Go the other way. There you go. You get so turned around. Ugh, okay. Ugh, spider.
Where'd you put that? Done
He wasn't too hard. What's he got? Some ore and a gem. We'll take it. We'll just take it. Just kind of looking over these shelves to make sure there's nothing of value. I didn't see anything. Oh, I hate these things. These mechanisms, they will shove you off of a... See how it pushes? You can push you right off there if you're not careful. So what I try to do is when it goes in, I sprint. And even then, sometimes it pushes me off. Now I'm looking for Serena. It's like, sprint! Ah! And there's a spider. So I've got this thing pushing me off the pushing me off the side. I have Serena that I'm hoping is... She's fighting something. You can see her backing up. It's like, oh, you poor thing. Whatever it was. And so these things could even knock creatures off too. So, oh, I hate them. They're such a pain in the neck. It's like, okay, what do we got going on back here? Again, I should have used my candlelight. I keep saying that out loud, so hopefully I'll remember. So it looks like we're coming into the, someplace. Okay. More of the same. When I see a room like that, I'm going to pop in and see if we can find something good. Falmer. Ugh. Here's a chest. Oh, an Amulet of Mara. I don't think we needed it, but, you know, I went ahead and grabbed it anyway. It's valuable to sell. But anyway, it's okay to check in here every once in a while. It's like freaking out because these things pop out from corners. They freak me out. They pop out of the ceiling, out of the walls, hidden corners. A lot of blood here. That's bugging me. Now this was interesting. I kept following this down. There's a chest there. There's a dead guy. Yuck. Okay, only one lockpick. And it had a ruby worth 200, so that was worth it. So there's this dead guy, and he's got a little journal here. Indrusts. Eyeless creatures. So it looks like a couple people were in here, and this guy hid back here trying to stay alive. And apparently he didn't make it. So, sorry guy. Lockpick laying there, I'll take it. He's got an arrow in him, so I'm thinking that it was a Falmer. I hate the Falmer. So when you combine them with these nasty dwarven creatures, it's just no fun. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice there's a dwarven spear here. The thing was just hitting the crap out of me. Let's run, help. Destruction 52. It's going to be my first skill to get that high, probably. I thought, you know what? Let's just grab what we can. Soul gem. That's all I had. Oh, I hate those things. And there's a spider down there. I saw him first. Take him out. Let's see if you've got anything. Some more. It's kind of filled soul gem. Thank you. And this is the obvious way we need to go. Ooh, plentiful magica. We'll take it. Egg sacs. Oh, wonderful. What else do we got in here that's gonna make us not happy? Now this looked like it had switch plates going all the way up, unless I was mistaken. So I thought, you know what? We need to go jump in between them, maybe. There's little stairs on the side. Then I wanted to look around and see if Serena was getting hit. She seemed to be okay. So I don't know for sure if it was switch plates that would hurt us or not, but I was trying to avoid them just in case. And we come into this huge Falmer place. Serana, you need to get off of there. Oops. Uh-oh. Sorry. Wasn't trying to smash her. I was looking to see if it's showing me she's half dead or not. So this is huge. It's like, it's a spider. That's who's there. We really don't want to get knocked off of here. He just went flying. But I could click on his leg, and that was the same thing as clicking on him. So it looks like we're going to have to wind down in here and be careful, because it's a really narrow pathway and these things could knock you off. I'm kind of going to look around the corners, and it's like, okay, where do we need to go? Yeah, this is just a locked door, and we're doing pretty good. It was one lockpick, didn't even use it. And a spider.
Where'd you come from?
Wait! She's in my way. I don't want to hit you. That'll teach you. Teach you, dead thing. I don't know why she says that. Didn't teach them nothing. They're dead. So this was a locked room, and in it there was a chest, and there's a couple good things in here. I don't think there's anything else in here. Expert. Uh-oh. We better save, because we don't think we're an expert yet. Our skill's at 38. I don't know what designates an expert. I have no earthly idea. And really, I don't know what that means, other than an expert lock is going to be harder than a novice lock. I don't know if it makes a difference how many tries you get with a lockpick. I really don't know. I don't know much about lockpicking in Skyrim. Not too bad. Oh, a dead guy. Okay. A couple chests in here. Nice. I like the chests that have goodies. It's like, I don't know, 151. I won't use that potion, but it's worth 151. Half of that's, 70 or 80 or so. That would be great. And a master chest. A locked room. Okie dokie. Interesting fellow here. 4 gold, not much. I already checked that. Save. Smart. For a master chest. I looked at it before, but I decided to check the other things first. So let's see if we can get into it. The reason why I saved right before is if whatever was in there was not worth however many lockpicks that I used, I'll leave it. I'll walk away. I'm using an awful lot of lockpicks here. I don't even know if master is the highest level. I don't know if it's above expert, but it looks like I'm going through half my lockpick stack and I haven't even gotten close to opening it. It looks like you have to get right on it, and I can't tell. Usually you can tell if it starts to give a little bit that you're close to where you need to have it. And it's breaking, so I can't, it's breaking every single time. So I can't tell if I'm getting close to unlocking this at all. So it's a real, obviously master is a tough one. I mean, I don't care if my lockpicking is going to hit over 40. Okay, then I could tell it's right near the top. It's going to be right near the top. It looks like just to the right of the top. I'm not sure how far. I've gone through over half my lockpicks so far. Ugh, come on. Ugh. It better be worth it. It's like, are you kidding me? Look at that. I'm down to almost under 20 lockpicks now. And it's breaking every single try. I gotta think if it's a master lock, it's gotta have something good in there, don't you think? Look at that, I'm down to almost 10 lockpicks. I've gone through like 50 lockpicks. Oh, okay, so what do we get out of that? We got some bracers, 100 gold, 2 lockpicks, and a ruby and a staff of sparks. And I went through almost all of my lockpicks to get it. So it's like, okay, how much over am I? Can I toss something away that's not worth as much? I was just so fed up. Like, are you kidding me? I didn't even think about Serena and that she could have easily held some of this stuff. And those bracers, that's a 1,000 gold item. I was looking to count my lockpicks. And then I was making a decision. Do I reload? This is a really rare thing for me to do this because I don't know if I've ever gone through my entire stash of lockpicks before to open one chest. I mean, I had 61 lockpicks to start with. And I was putting it in the direction of where I thought it was the last time. And it looks like it's changed. And I don't know if the locks reset when you reload like that. But it looked like it did because I was able to, last time I was able to move it just to the right a little bit. And it, I could tell that's about where it wanted to unlock. And here, it seems to have reset itself. So I have no idea. It's basically starting over. So am I going to go through 60 lockpicks to get a few items? I'm not sure it's worth it. And that's why I didn't, cut this out and not let you see. I don't know what you guys do when you do something like this, when you find a lock that is like insane. Look at that. And I had the same item, so it didn't reset the items. It just reset where the lock was had to be unlocked from. And again, I'm frustrated and mad, and so I wasn't thinking about what I could dump or what I could give to Serena. I was like, okay, I just need to get my 8 weight down. And I didn't care. I just didn't care what it was at this point. See, it's worth, it's worth 1,000. So half of it's a 500 gold item. So, I was like, what the heck do I need to get rid of? I really need to, hopefully somewhere along the way we'll find some strength magic items so that I can add strength to the things that I enchant if I decide to enchant. I know I used to have a whole set in Oblivion of strength raising armor, a whole set, so that I could switch in a long dungeon where I was getting tons and tons of stuff. I could switch over, change my ring out, change my armor out, and all of it had strength on it, so it I could carry more with me. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. So this was a side piece. It's like wasn't even where I needed to go. So I'm trying to figure out, where do I need to go? There seems to be a doorway down and to the right somewhere. I know I have to go down in this place. And I'm afraid that one of us is going to knock one or the other off. So it's like, okay, where's the stairs? Where's, how do you get down? And you can see, it's like, okay, I could jump, because all I can see to go is up. And I didn't see any break-offs from this that would take me down. What I was hoping is that there was a stairs on the other side, and there's not. I know there's a way down. I just don't know what it is for sure. I mean, that's obviously where we just came from. And it might have just been me being super tired, not seeing it. There had to be a way to get down, aside from what I'm getting ready to do here. Because I'm pretty sure that you need to get down all the way to the bottom. A lot of times if you're looking down, you can see the way up. And I see a pipe and thought, okay, we'll just jump to the pipe. And that's exactly what I did. And then continue to jump on down, hoping that Serena will follow me. Who's there? Oh, she resurrects. Somebody else was dead there. She resurrects some of the worst people. Sometimes it's very frustrating when she does that. I know that helps us out. Serena found the way down, so who knows?
Who's there?
She killed something in the meantime. So, let's try to get our spells right here. And the Falmer. Nasty, weird, creepy looking little things. Whatever she killed there worked. I got some lockpicks out of the deal. Gotta replenish my stash after the master chest that drove me insane. Surprise! Don't knock me off. I've been poisoned. What the heck does that mean? Gold. And that's about it. Oh, I didn't even see those things that can push you off. Dude! He's getting ready to fly off at the edge, and I wanted to see what he had. He had a 396 gold staff of fire bolts. It's like, don't fall off till I can grab your stuff. Ugh, a skeever. Come on. And up ahead I see another fall. Oh, look at that. There's a trap of some kind. But a rat came across and set it off. How lucky is that? Or a skeever. I think it's the only time I was ever happy to see a skeever. kind of waiting for my magic to replenish itself before I jump down over here and kill this Falmer that's shooting arrows at us. One more. There you go. That'll teach you to mess with us. We'll take that soul gem with us. Thank you very much. And try to do a little healing. I can't tell if Serena needs to be healed or not. I don't know if that'll change after we've finished this particular quest where we need her, where she's, I think, essential. It's like, okay, this place is on fire. It looks like we need to continue going down. But there's no obvious path. I thought, okay, fire's done. Let's run in here real quick and see where this doorway leads. And more Dwemer crap. Ugh. And Falmer's tents. Where there is tents, there are Falmers. Serena, get out of the way, darling. Since it was on her, the attention was on her, I could sneak right up beside it and take him out. And I like to look inside their little tents because sometimes there's chests in here. Sometimes I got these weird little things, can't tell what they are. That was her skeever, I guess. I must have picked up something. Yeah. 15 weight, useless, decorative drummer strut. So get out of my pack. I don't need that. Ooh, what do I got over here? Nothing. Nothing I need. Oh, sorry for the dead person here. You even left your hat behind. Nothing there. Save and save and save. Oh, where's some more?
Done and done.
Okay, gotta wait for that fire to stop. 12 gold. Okay, we'll take it. And 12 more gold. Don't catch ourselves on fire here. I went slow there and still hurt myself. Whatever it was that hurt me, I don't even know. Okay, Falmer.
Done and done.
You just want to die. I can see oil on these floors, but what I'm concerned about is that Serena would run over there and catch herself on fire. Oh, expert chest again, so I saved real quick. That's why I don't catch the ground on fire, is I'm afraid that Serena's gonna, especially in this real tight quarters like this, I just don't know that that's a good thing to do. And it's a fun way to kill people. We discussed that in episode 1. Kill creatures and catch the ground on fire. Oh, come on already. I had that. But I don't want to catch her on fire because she runs around behind me and stuff, and I don't know that she would avoid it. So that's why I haven't done it much in this particular ruin that had quite a bit of oil on the floor. But we'll try experiment with that at some point. It's like, come on. Expert or not, I should have got that. Just not being careful enough. recall ever having to buy lockpicks. But, I mean, this has been a bad day for lockpicks, for sure. Again, I could reload every time, but I really don't like doing that. It feels like cheating. And occasionally, like when I've gone through my entire stash of lockpicks, I'll do it. But, you know, lockpicking has increased. Great. Open chest. It didn't open. And look what we got. 2 gold, a couple of healing potions, and that was it. It's like, I should have reloaded, but again, it feels like cheating. I just didn't want to cheat. Got ourselves turned around a little bit here. I'm not sure where I'm at. It's like, let's double check. It's like, yeah. Okay. This one's a little bit on the confusing side. A nice collection of Falmer ears. Who doesn't want that, right? Kind of creepy. And what do we find? An elevator. Oh, and some bombers that are kicking our butt. Those bombers got magic. Like that one. Some kind of staff. It's like, okay, let's get healed up real quick here. Oh. And something comes walking by and I realized Serena had resurrected her. I mean, at first I thought it was somebody I needed to talk to or someone was going to kill us. I don't know. It's okay. Even if she's creepy. Creepy, creepy. Staff of Fire Bolts. That's what that one had. Worth almost 400, so we'll take that. It's like, okay, this area looks interesting. Scroll of Cure Wounds. I don't know what spell that is or who it cures. And this table had all kinds of stuff on it. It's like, okay. 100 garnet. Kind of being really selective at this point because I'm so, I'm getting so loaded up and I don't even think we're close to everything. Blue mage robes. All kinds of interesting stuff on that table there. But we're getting, you know, we're getting overloaded here, and I don't know how much more dungeon we've got to go. And so I'm kind of really starting to be picky. Serena, I'm not too impressed with your choice of friends. So it looks like we're trying to enter something called the Cathedral. Is what we're looking for. I'm still not sure how to get there. But this brings us at another level. It looks like a lower level of this big cavernous place. So this is very promising. Spiders. Oh, Serena runs down there. God bless her. She's got a gargantuan spider that's attacking her, and I thought, you know, let's just use some of these Magica healing or Magica potions. I have a minor one. I just don't want to stand by and let her get hurt. She seems to be holding her own, but I mean, she's getting attacked on all sides. I should have just run down there. But I thought, you know, I could just do some damage from up here. And I thought, get your butt down there. Serena's all by herself. Of course, you can tell that she's hurt. Very, low death. I don't know what's going to happen later on, but we can give her a little heal there. While we wait for our Majika to come back, we'll check out a couple things. Pick up the gold that these guys left behind. Staff of Firebolts. That's an 8. So I saw that she still needed some healing, so I went ahead and healed her with what I had recovered from. And I don't know if that's necessary or not. I really don't. I know it was necessary with my other followers because they were not essential. They could be killed. And I know Mercurio. He would heal himself. He was a mage user. He would heal himself. I've not seen her heal herself, so I don't know. Okay, now what? Looks like a trap. But here's our door to the cathedral. This is what we were looking for. At least part, this is the next direction that we needed to go in. This little nook, it doesn't look like it has a whole lot here. I can't see very well, so I don't know if it's chests or what. These things on the floor look like traps to me, so I'm going to kind of avoid them. Hello, Palmer. Dead guy. And we're going to see all kinds of little things up here. This looks quite interesting. I was kind of waiting for those Falmers to come along the edge, come back so I could shoot at them, but they didn't. Like, okay, I'll go up and shoot you. Let's increase destruction. I know we have a level up available. It's like, oh goodness, there's a spider somewhere. There's still something else alive over there. I'm not sure what. I'm also kind of looking around trying to figure out how do we get that gate open. Serena! Dang it, girl! Yeah, this is a magic user. He was using a ward even. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You're dead now. But a lot of them are carrying these staff of firebolts that are worth about 400. If I'm getting 50%, that's 200. It's hard to turn down, And it looks like I'm only one, whatever their weight measurements are, I'm one away from being not overloaded to run. I can keep walking, but I don't want to ever put myself in a position where I can't run. So I'm just looking at, what could I get rid of? I thought, all right, that dwarven ingot, but it wasn't enough either. Arrows don't weigh anything, but I hate them. It's like, I should be getting so close. There I am, finally down below. And we're going to come back up here. We need to figure out, there's a gate right here. We need to figure out how to get in there, because that's where our arrow is pointing us. I thought, we'll check and see if there's any chests over here first. And there's one. Soul gem, 4 gold. We'll take that. I don't think... Yeah, this one didn't have anything. So, logic tells us, since we came in down below, that maybe if we go up higher, we'll see something. But I'm looking here for any kind of buttons or levers or things that we can push to. I even try to click on it and we can't open it that way. So there has to be another way. It's probably going to be obvious. It's like, did I even look back over here? It was like it's falling up. What was that? I don't know what it was. Back in here, in case there was a chest or a lever or something that I needed to use to get that gate open. That's what I was looking for. And didn't see anything. And then I come back this way just to double check again. Sometimes I triple check myself because I know that I miss so much. But then I looked up and went, you know what? We came in down below. We didn't come in from above. So maybe there's a lever. There sure is. There's also a chest right here. So we're going to open this chest and get all the goodies out of here that we can carry, which is, it's like, oh my goodness. We already have an elven armor. I'd love to be able to carry all this stuff, but now here's another chest. My goodness. Oh, this one's got a lock on it though. Let's save since we're getting low on lock picks. Let's see if we can't get this one open without using all of our lock picks. Oh, come on. That should have opened. There we go. What do we get for our trouble? Stuff we don't have the weight to carry. Ring. It's just a little ring and it was worth 400. Okay, time to pull that lever, and that opens up the gate to go into the next part. And let's save, because this looks pretty intimidating. And sure, a good thing that we did. First off, we gotta get a chest. It's like, oh, I can't carry any of this stuff. Oh, a 600 value circlet. It's going to immediately put us overweight. It's like, oh, decisions. Oh my gosh. It's like, okay, that's only worth 2 or a couple hundred. It's like decisions here. I mean, you know, weight versus value. Okay. And look at that big sucker. That's a dwarven centurion. Those things are wicked. They are wicked. And I believe if we had been playing on a harder level, there would have been 2 of them at once. And man, they really walk you. You really gotta be on like amount of Magicka already. I don't know what that's doing. Steam? I mean, heck if I know. I thought, you know what? Let's be smart about this and see if we can't zap it with one of our staves, and that's what we're doing. I'm trying to back up, and I'm like, I don't have anywhere else to go, but you need to die fast. Those things are huge, and they're crazy. Look at all that they have on them. My goodness. Obviously an amethyst. It's got a grand soul gem and a key that we need. So we have to take that. Then I thought, you know, maybe we should use up some of these filled soul gems to fill up weapons, because if I use petty ones, then I need more to fill it, so it just takes up less space, and I don't think they weigh a whole lot, but I'm like, fill everything I possibly can and hopefully get my weight down. So it looks like I'm right at my carry weight. It's like, fill it. And even though I'm not even using the Staff of Magnus, really, I decided to use Soul Gem to fill it up. My enchanting went up, so I guess using your Soul Gems increases your enchanting. Isn't that nice? So it's like, whew, okay. It's like, check her. Yeah, she was way down in her health. So we'll use up our magic on that. kind of let my magic replenish itself and just zap her each time. I assume that she's needing it. It's like, okay, my turn. This is just a wild, wild place. This whole one has been crazy. She says, I think I'm going to sit down and take a rest if that's okay with you. And I'm thinking, we don't have time to rest. Whew, look at that big guy. And see, there would have been another one on the other side. There would have been two. It's like, okay, now do I go ahead and grab this? I haven't started gathering souls, but I ended up like, oh, daggone it. Thought maybe we should dump all these empty soul gems. And that got our weight down to a reasonable amount. Again, I'm not thinking clearly. I should have talked to Serena. But that's okay. So now, I had to go up these stairs. Be careful in case there's something else up here that's going to attack us. There's a gate. And then, this is crazy. Look at this.
Of course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back. So you can have all the glory for yourself. What was that?
Who's there?
These two were both showing as they were fighting each other, and they were also showing as what am I saying? Bad guys for us. And I was like, what just happened there? Is these people that we should have talked to? I was really confused. It's like, should we have watched it for a minute longer? I didn't know what to do. Crazy, right? I do know that when we use activate the dwarven mechanism, it opened up this whole new place. I also noticed there was a door right here. It was a master lock, and it looks like another elevator. But the key that we got off of that Great Big Centurion opened that. So I thought, okay, maybe we should just go down here. And it looks like this is the door to the Blackreach. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. This is just a magical place. Thank you for participating in my journey. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit like button. I appreciate that too. I also have a Patreon account. Thank you so much for following me along on this journey, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.